me. They weren't there for any other reason than to create some sort of a scene for an episode. And, you know, they got it. They got it. And it is what it is. I don't wish any of them ill. I just don't think of any of them. It's whatever.
Do you think, yes, and I should make it clear that when you and I speak and we text often, like we do not talk about this. We talk about everything else in the world. This is just, do you think, because listen, now Lisa Rinna, who Lisa Vanderpump doesn't really care for, she's off the show. Right. Lisa Vanderpump's Vanderpump Rules was on its last leg, and now we have the Scandoval, which is one of the biggest things to ever hit the Bravoverse and has put the show back on the map. Vanderpump has a spinoff coming. It's called Vanderpump Villa, where she's going to do Vanderpump Rules all over again. And now this has been announced about Kyle. I mean, we're only human. You get a read on people. Do you think Lisa Vanderpump is sitting there today after the 4th of July just with a smile from ear to ear?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I actually think she'll enjoy this news more than me. So she got the boost she needed. A lot of those are fabricated, though. People don't always get that those are set up situations, even when it comes to cheating, even if it's a real relationship. They make suggestions to them, and it's kind of strange in reality television because they're part actor and part reality, but the part of them that has survival, senses kicks in, and sometimes they go with it. They just go in that direction to be seen or to be written about. So hopefully I kind of feel bad for her. She's going to have to manufacture some more of those or have some more of those because I don't watch that show personally, and I don't get it. And I've been in a lot of restaurants. I've worked in them when I was younger, and I don't remember the cheating being so obvious and abrupt and pretty people and filmed, and that just sounds so Hollywood. So, but the more success you have, the more stress you have to try and keep it. And the fact that they're going to spin off another show is just that added stress there. So, she's no spring chicken. I mean, that takes a lot of energy. So I hope she has the energy to push them up the hill, with her nose and try and keep them there. But, time will tell.
Yeah. It's like, how do you top the Scandoval when you come into a new season?
Is that like just the two names put together of the people that cheated or something?
Well, it's Tom Sandoval and then a scandal, so Scandoval.
Okay.
I wasn't shocked at all about it. It's two people. One is in her 30s. The other one just turned 40, which everyone says, 40 is not old, guys. Right. In the scheme of life. And they're not married. They were together for 9 years. They were not married. And one of them wants to have a family and the other one doesn't want children. And one of them wants to get married and the other one doesn't. So I am the only person, apparently, there are some others, that is not the least bit shocked about the whole thing.
The woman that got out of it that wants kids, is she the one that was cheated on?
She actually is the one that technically doesn't want kids or marriage, and he wants more. She was the one who was cheated on. Yes.
Okay. So for any woman out there that wants kids and doesn't have a boyfriend that'll commit, and you've been together that long, save yourself. Like, get out of that, because I counsel women all the time that can't go back and have a child, and then the guy moves on and has a kid with someone younger. And the woman just gets totally screwed in that. So if you want children, think about it in your 30s, ladies. Have a plan. Guys have all the time in the world. Women don't.
I agree. And I always agree with the, I don't want to get married. I don't want to get married. I'm like, this person doesn't want to marry you. They want to get married. They don't want to marry you. They're just not finishing the sentence.
That's really what it comes down to. You're absolutely right. Yeah.
See, this is why you and I get along. We just see the world clear. It's very simple. It's like actions speak louder than words, period.
Yes. I agree, because as we know, people can't open their mouths and say things and look at you, and it's just not true. So I hope she figures out what works for her. But now that you've told me about her reaction in Aspen and that she would put her energy into that after everything that's happened in her life that's completely traumatic to a lot of people. And I mean, that just causes me pause to think that she would even care about doing something like taking a drag off a vape when she's in the middle of a separation and her kids are having to face a potential divorce and a media firestorm. Hey, her response is, look at me in Aspen. I'm vaping. Who am I? What is that? So I guess she hasn't grown. That's too bad.
And responding, know that, know that, know that, as she's vaping.
Well, it's almost like she's blowing me a kiss because I called it, and she's saying, know that. It's like, well, yeah, that's what I said to you. And the reason I normally will deliver people the information on a relationship is so that they can actively work on healing those parts of a relationship. Now, I know the delivery was rough at the time because those were unusual circumstances. And I would challenge anybody listening to this to have sat in that chair and endured what I did on the side of a cliff in a mansion for 4 hours, not being able to leave, which was just such a blast. But until you walk in someone's shoes, don't judge. But for this to be the her reaction to all of that is just, that's mind blowing to me. And the fact that she said, no, that something I said 13 years ago, and I meant it, even though, like I said, the delivery was a little rough. I say it so that people can actively fix the relationship if they want to save it. It was always hers to save. This had nothing to me. I didn't destroy the relationship. They did. So I kind of get why they're separated now. Maybe Maurizio wants more depth. I don't know, in a relationship. I don't know. But she's seeming kind of shallow with that reaction at such a pivotal time in her life, because I'm trying to be gracious and wish her well and hope that she finds what it is she's looking for. And that was her inclination, was to mock me. I don't get it. She's made me very important in her life. She really needs to stop doing that.
And right, and he wasn't part of it, or it was just her and some other, I assume, makeup person. I assume glam.
Well, I think that's the problem. It's probably why the separation is there. Her life became about love me, make me famous, buy diamonds, like do whatever, go shopping. And maybe she lost focus of him. I don't know. I don't know what their deal is, but it seems like they grew in different directions. They kind of grew apart.
And you think Lisa Vanderpump is probably happy to hear about this split?
Oh yeah. I don't think she's surprised. I don't think she's surprised. I don't think any of the housewives are surprised. And if I was, for any women out there that are thinking of signing up for the show, I'm thinking they're going on about 100% divorce rate.